2nd and 14. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Preston Smith on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Dobbins, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going for it all. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A give to Jones. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A 1st carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brought down at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now the rookie 2nd-round pick, it's A.J. Dillon with it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Able to find Lazard. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Dillon now on first and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Rodgers, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They'll run on first down. Dillon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches just say, son.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in as his guys are on the board first here tonight. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Jones. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Tavon Young in on the tackle. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 28-yard line.
Right here, right here. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. And here we go.
On first down, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 13-year man puts it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But
and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to...
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. 71 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
2-point conversion.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. A good position to be in here, second and inches.
It's second and inches.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. And all the way down to the 26. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brings up second and 9 at the 25-yard line.
On play action, now Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down at the
tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
1-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, Dillon. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2-yard loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Mark Andrews.
Touchdown.
62 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
Down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Peters on the cover.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
48 months. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48. Come on. Come on, D. Mike, 48. Mike, 48.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football.
The pass.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make it.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be complete to Dobbins.
Jackson's pass.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have taken the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
The score, Ravens.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 49 yards. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Crosby is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, live in Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets distinctive destination.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The first play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he gets it down to the 32.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat grits. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's
what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Rodgers going to throw. Slant to Adams. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
At the 29-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 64 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.